between being sick and the weather, I'm not real easy to get out and do anything.
No kidding.
No.
No kidding, no kidding. Can't believe how often we used to go there.
Yeah.
Quality just kept going
it was
down,
cheaper
down.
too than.
Yes. Yes.
The service quality was easier and the food quality was better.
Well, they had good people across the spectrum. But
yeah.
COVID killed off all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And increased cost or increased costs.
Oh yeah, it's the food.
They had the lady at the kiosk.
The food isn't very well. Some of the stuff isn't as good as it used to be. Either.
And it's not as much quantity as it used to be.
No, it's surprising. Everything went up in price.
Yep.
And the quality and quantity went down.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
The kiosk lady said because of business being so slow, she had to let the other two ladies go. And one of them was working as a church secretary part-time, so she needs to come up with either a full-time position or another job. The other one's in thing where she's doing accounting, and she's in one of these fellowship type of things, so they're paying her some of her costs to go to school and that. So. But that's it. It's just her. That's why they're not open on Saturdays and Sundays anymore. They close like 6 to 2 or something like that, and they're done for the day. So I hope she survives that. She said if Biden would have got back in there, she just would have closed.
Ouch. Yeah. Don't know how the projections are going to be. I don't know how the projections are going to be.
We'll see. It's going to be grumpy for a while. I should expect a little more inflation because of
yeah, a lot of inflation possibly.
We'll see. Good news, they flew a bunch of the illegals, nasty illegals out here.
No, they did not.
They did not fly them out of military aircraft?
They tried. And Mexico said, no. And you're not landing here. So they took off, and then they were told by Mexico, you're not allowed in.
Okay.
So flights from the U.S. to Mexico have been suspended.
We heard they did land at least one in Mexico, and whether that's true or not,
maybe one, but the second one.
And then Guatemala took some too.
Well,
several countries have said they'll take them back.
Mexico said they'll take back their own people. Their own people.
That makes sense.
Not other people.
No, and I would agree with Mexico on that. No.
But
you don't want Nigerians in there or Chinese or whatever. Yeah, I would say Mexico's great on that one.
But the way it sounds right now is they'll only take their own people,
which seems reasonable,
across the southern border, not in airline.
And then they're giving them a $79 debit card to get home.
I don't have a clue what they're giving them.
That's what I heard. They were giving them a debit card for about $80 to get away home.
Yeah, maybe.
That's kind of what I heard. So
I don't know. Do not know. There's also been rumors that the Mexican military is going to come up on the southern border.
We'll see.
I don't know what they're doing.
Marines are already there.
Yeah, and they're talking about trying to bring 10,000 other troops up there under this Insurrection Act. But
Yeah.
I don't know how legal that would be and how many. They've already challenged the birthright
everything.
thing.
Yep.
Supreme Court.
I think that was written. I think that was written to free the slaves.
I don't know. No, it wasn't. No, it was.
It was after the Civil War.
Yeah, it was after the Civil War, but it wasn't a free slave thing.
I think
it was. I read it, and then I was like, I can't. I'd have to reread it again, but no, it wasn't related to slavery.
Well, from what
slavery was its own.
From what they said, other folk said when you listen to the guy who wrote the thing, he said that it was for the slaves to be free.
Well, that was its own separate thing. That's fine. That's all good. That's all done. He's not repealing that part of it.
No,
it's this other. I think it goes back to like 1901 or something like that.
Well, when somebody
I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Now, when somebody flies in here from China and drops a kid, now all of a sudden that's their anchor baby, and then the whole family tries to get
know. I do not know. We don't know. We're not legal experts.
Nope.
I don't know what the current situation is. I don't tend to know.
Absolutely don't know.
For YouTube.
Anyhow,
we all have to play our games, and that's the YouTube game. And you're not a legal expert. You can't cite legal laws, and half this crap we just don't know.
I'm just a redneck, so I don't really care.
A lot of the stuff we really don't know, and what the politics are today, and what politics going on in the courtroom later. Who knows?
Well, let's see anything new up here. We haven't been here in a week.
More than a week. I don't know, because more than a week, because we went to the party and we could that's Monday afterwards.
Maybe.
Can't remember. Yes, at $2.99 now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it's the unleaded stuff.
Hasn't come down yet. Well, this is.
Facing places.
Oh yeah. I thought it'd be field day. Nothing on field day. Oh. Yeah, is that a shot? He forgets that we had the wind link first.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's fine, whatever.
Yeah, I don't care either.
I don't know why he bought it when I had one already there.
Because that's what Lynn did. And then he had to use his. And I'm like, okay, fine. We got a spare if you need one.
Yep. But they could have just upgraded the repeater. And they would never need a box in the first place. But they didn't want to do that.
Here we are.
think I've seen Lynn do so much buying stuff in a long time. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And I'm like, Lynn, why do you have a house in Arizona? Why do you have this? Why do you have this? Why do you have this?
Well, if he gets behind it, it'll happen. It doesn't. Years ago, they were talking about how wonderful one thing is going to be.
Why buy old radios? Why do
Well,
this?
again, there's other...
When he says all that stuff, I just wanted to start going off on him. Like, why do you buy these old craps? Why do you buy this old crap? Why do you buy this old crap?
Yeah.
And then when the brand new stuff works a lot better.
Well...
Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
Lynn,
Yeah.
Why? Why?
We're going home. I'm going to check something.
The sun is bright today.
Yep.
You put a dimmer switch on it.
No, we want the heat.
Well, that'd be nice if we had to eat. Well, in about 4 months.
April, May.
Well, they have a less of a parking lot than they had before because of the building construction.
As I told them earlier, there's the two for the EOC
EOC is that building.
in that building there.
That building. I thought it was in the.
No, it's in the
The other one.
basement of the old bank here,
Oh,
right underneath this.
this place.
It's right in. You haven't ever been in there.
I haven't. I thought
Oh.
that. I thought this thing was at the other thing.
No. It's here. I'll show you.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Okay, that was where it's at. That
I thought it was the old U.S. Bank building.
No.
Not this
No. This building is much
I didn't know that
stronger.
was the City Minot building.
This is the City of Minot building.
Oh, okay.
And in the basement where the bank vault used to be is where the EOC is at,
Oh,
where
okay.
where Central Dispatch is at.
Okay.
And it's very much hardened and everything, and it's wonderful. The city building is beautiful. And if you come in for a
It's so long
council,
since we've driven downtown Minot.
if you come in for our city council meeting, you go in here and make a room to the right, a couple of rooms down is it. Mayor's office is there. See the stuff upstairs? All right, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Underneath is where all that super stuff is. See the antennas?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Those are the real stuff they're using. Now, as I tried to tell them, and they didn't listen, which is just fine.
That's normal.
Down at the county building, they did the same thing when they were going to put a backup central dispatch in that. Now, usually your backups are supposed to be farther apart than that. Right? But see, they're turning around, going to put the backup is back to the PD, which is a good place for it because they already had everything set up.
Yeah.
But when you go over to the county building,
Yeah, I've been to the county building.
okay, just bear with me.
Yes, I know what the county building looks like. I know what the EOC in the county building looks like.
Okay.
Been there a few times. Just a few. Hey, there's Petey.
There they are. Doing whatever they're doing. Oh, they're there for a tour. Okay.
Looks like it's good.
Yeah. You see the two antennas
Yeah.
on top of the county building?
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah.
And the county commissioners didn't want to put one up for hams, which is fine. There's an antenna right up
But like,
there.
they're thinking nothing will ever go down.
Well, there it is right there. Okay? Now, the lady who is the head of the Central Dispatch, which is Kelly's wife, told me they're not going to put it in here, and then it might put it back in here later on or may not, but that might become open for him. But nobody ever...
Yeah, well, again...
So we have to assume it's not going to be available.
Well, I'm assuming it won't be at all. And then when the big doo-doo hits, they won't call us at all.
Probably not.
They'll call the state or somebody else.
Well, we've done a lot.
Yeah, but that was so far in the past.
Yeah, well...
those other people are dead or retired. So.
Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah. The good thing about the WinLink, if it works, is it'll have the FEMA forms written into it, which is all FEMA really wants.
If it works.
I guess I didn't know didn't know where City Hall and the Central Dispatch.
Well, I thought it was on the other side of the M building. I thought it was part of the old US Bank building.
Nope.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Nope.
We don't drive downtown as much as we used to because we're all sick for months.
Well, now you know where it's at. And the City Hall, they did a wonderful job on that. It really nice. And they got the government out of the old PD building, which used to be the fire and police and the city there. Now the city's out of there. It's just the fire's out of there.
That's just PD.
Because the fire's got the news station down in the south there, and the other one up north, another one over there. But because the city's growing, so.
Isn't that great?
That ain't running real good.
They're mad about the tax thing and property tax thing being capped. I think a lot of cities in Minot or North Dakota are mad about it.
We'll see what happens. The legislature will do its job. We'll see what happens.
Well, that's the whole thing most of them campaigned on was bringing down property taxes. Well, how do you bring down property taxes? You freeze them.
Well, then what happens when you need new stuff?
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out.
New generators, a new fire engine, new ambulance, whatever costs money. You know, new firehouse.
Well, just jack up the prices on everything in Minot.
I'm just saying, you know, it costs money.
They'll increase that sales tax a little bit more to pay up that those property taxes.
Well, there we are.
Probably.
I don't know. Not charged.
I'm not sure they can do that with the new legislature thing.
We're running hot.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know why. I'm going to set a stuck thermostat or we're low on coolant. And it's above. We're going to have to look at that. I guess maybe we need to check coolant. Maybe we're low on coolant. But see how high it is?
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit above the normal.
Well, and it's what temperature outside? 9-10 degrees, something like that? That's way too warm. Now it's coming back down. Makes you wonder about a thermostat or a water pump. Gotta keep an eye on that. Now it's back down to the zone. I don't know if this has ever been flushed out recently or not.
I can't remember if it is or not.
But yeah, that's something to keep track of. You have a problem with that.
Forever to get warm this morning.
Well, it's warm now, that's for sure. But if it's warm at 9 degrees, there's something wrong like that. We'll not have to keep an eye on that. Maybe have to go to work on it. First thing you do is check coolant. First thing you do is let it cool down.
Yeah.
And then see if we're just low on coolant.
Could be.
It's kind of floating around. Could be a stuck thermostat. stuff.
I don't think so.
It can be because they do.
Yeah.
See, now it's going down. It's like with the stuck thermostat. But also we're moving, so we're getting more air through there. You know, so I don't know what's going on, but it's running hotter. So something to keep an eye on.
Well, luckily it's supposed to be above 0 the next couple of days and next week, so.
Well, they need to get some of that anti-freeze car windshield wiper stuff, so maybe I need to pick up some coolant too.
Yeah, probably a good idea to check them all levels.
Well, except that the Pilot's different. It has to have different fluid, which I got different fluid for it because it's Asian Z or whatever the heck it is. It's blue. God, this is always a pain.
Yeah, you should buy Toyota.
Yes, I should have. But even some of those have some.
I was watching a thing on all the year groups of all the vehicles. They were talking to a mechanic, and he says, "I'll give you the no bullshit things on vehicles and year groups. So one's to buy and one's not to buy." And he went through a whole list of stuff, and I was like, he says, "Oh yeah, and the only vehicle that's probably great for all is a Toyota. Doesn't matter what year it is.
There is one engine that's a weird, one tranny's a weird, but other than that, the Toyota's pretty solid."
He was looking at pickups and stuff.
Yeah.
But he says, pretty much all Toyota pickups are good. They're really reliable.
Well,
Chevys from this year group to this year group were great. And then he says after this year group,
that's the one that
after the 04 year group to like 2012 was just terrible.
And that's what Rich
Don't buy them.
That's what Rich got rid of.
And then they said like the Dodges. And he says the 04, the 06s to the 2018 don't buy. Lots of mechanical issues and stuff. I'm like, this is an 08.
Well, now we know we got an issue with this one, along with everything.
They were saying, any of the like 97s or 98s to like 04s or something, or any of the 5 whatevers and 5.4s and 5.9s, so those things just ran. Hardly any mechanical issues. Well, that's encouraging.
Yep.
And he says like the Chevys between 2002 and 2012 or something. They said after about 100,000 miles,
they're done.
They just go, and he says the part that really goes is the head gaskets.
Yeah,
and when the head gasket goes, it goes out and takes out the engine with it.
It could, yeah.
He said, and the head gasket replacement. Just the head gasket, not talking about the rest of the engine. It's $6,700.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So now you got an old vehicle that you're going to replace just the head gasket with.
Can't afford to do it.
And assuming it didn't destroy the engine when it went, because most of them go because they're a weird version of it. So now you're paying bungo amounts of money